Ralph and expire? That's crazy. Ever since it was that one bracket city that used Ralph, now you're all about Ralph. Now you're all about Ralph. Did the California scam caller tell you what it was about, the scam call? Oof. Yeah, I muted when I was moving the mic. Did I Pokemon Friends first? The levels are really hard now. So much for the Ziploc. Now I'll pour it into this one, I guess, maybe? You hate when that happens? Yeah, me too. It's really annoying. It's very annoying when that happens. Clean strat right there. That actually worked really well. I did mute it so you didn't have to hear all the noise. Why didn't you have work today? Alright, what are we hearing? What are we listening to right now anyway? You're not saving it up for a extended break? Or are you like about to reach a max or something? Okay. Let's do this. I don't think there's many people here yet. I don't think they care about this. We care about this. Right, here we go. Smooth. Smooth. That was actually pretty sick. That one is, I think I'm the best at that one. Or it just is the easiest. This one is hard now. Okay. Okay, one more. Okay. Hold on now. Do Xbox or PS5 have motion controls? PS5 probably have, you know how like certain Switch games have like the thing here, and so you would do stuff with the controller like that. I'm guessing you can do that kind of thing on PS5. I feel like you can. Okay, this is a rare opportunity in current era of this game to actually get a full 3 finish, but Mr. Mime one's a little tricky. Okay. There's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. That is a premium mime score right there. This is going to be a new record, I think. I think this is about to be a new record. Okay. Not quite. But I don't get in the 400s that often. You only get in the 400s if you actually get all 3 completely. I could use a plush pal to give me a warm welcome when I get home. Give a welcome home to Gobble. Points. Wow, friends. Get out of here. Okay, this way. I don't know if Xbox does. I assume it does, but I also don't. Is that what you meant by motion control? The thing I said with like how the Pro Controller, you do the Joy-Cons. I guess it's probably not the Joy-Con style, but the Pro Controller style you can still probably do. Yeah, the gyro, that's the word I was looking for. Person from Philadelphia chimes in. Actually, it's a gyro? No, it's gyro. We're not talking about the fucking sandwich, bitch. We're not talking about your stupid sandwich. Pretty sure all phones have. And we're fixed. Back in action. Hero. Exactly. Oh, whoops, I didn't do attribute absorb. Whoops. Yeah, cross-platform, exactly. Hello, Vicious and Dukester. How's everyone? I'm still pretty much only sitting when I stream, by the way. This is the plus break thing. I had entered it along. Oh, I didn't see that the game BB. Three-piece there? Wait, what's there to do that's new in 3P? Hello, hello. Bildran? Oh. Okay. Okay, okay. I think I'm... Did I do that one? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't actually have a team designed for doing the plus break thing. This dungeon. At least not for Rosetta. My green, like, ice team I have that does this easily, but Rosetta I don't really have a good... Especially because you can't actually use all three Rosetta because of the oops. Bit of a bummer. You need it for the 10. The Tama trade? Yeah, I don't know anything you guys are talking about. So I'll have to see. Getting a leg hair stuck in your undergarments or pants is the worst feeling because for a split second you think you're getting bitten by a spider. Yeah, I guess kinda. That's kinda. Where are we on? Now I can use it again. After this, need to do Pokemon Sleep and put the bowl away. And then look at this 3-piece stuff, I guess, and exchange and yada yada yada. I did also do one of the titles when I was icing. I thought it was going to be a hard one, and I was kind of actually just doing it to burn Stam since I was about to be full. And I was like, oh, I'll just go into it and then see like what it is that kills me so I understand what the dungeon does. And then I beat it because it was actually really easy. So that wasn't exactly the plan. Wasn't exactly the plan. But what happened? Class. Oh, okay. The order of operations here wasn't great. You'd rather have Rosetta be up to kill the people, but they do. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know there was a 3. Not saying that was like a bad thing or whatever. I messed up that heart L. It's alright. Not actually. Easy combos. Easy bone combos. Gotta do. We got the 1 turn of EP up, which is why I did that already. This. Optimal. Oh, this team doesn't even have L. Yay. Yeah, I need an actual good Rosetta team to do the dungeon. Currently I don't have one. Or maybe I need to do like a different team, like use my green team, but like change some things so that I'm just yeah, as you can see, the green team has a lot more of the pluses on it. Let me put this away. we gotta do this and then 3p. We gotta do this and then we do 3p. Right, so I want to do moving some things around here. Or actually, I should collect first.
I like the feel of it. I mean, the vibes of it.
MBQ has not really been triggering as much as I hoped, but Swampert sure is. Swampert sure is. As you can see, Stunk Tom, I'm still in the basics, but I think I'm a little bit more than you. Alright, I guess I should go for... I can't really do a good recipe because I don't have any... Can I do this? I think I'll bring in an Agron, maybe even Golem as well. Some of those ingredients. But I don't really have any good recipes to do, so I guess I'll do this. Not ideal, I guess, but ideal, I would say. Basic ass hoe, let her slay. You got automodded. Your wife has advanced from seamstress to advanced fashion design classes. Whoa, that's actually cool. I don't know if I should allow that, but I guess I just pressed it. So allowing it. I guess I am allowing it. Moment. See how that works out in the end. Just a measly 12.5k. You got your win and so did Jimmy. Yeah, that did just happen in the past few hours. Was not expecting that. So swap out the Altaria and the Bayonet for either one. Sausage man. They're not getting the benefits of expert, but we kind of need their heavy ingredients. Alright. So, yeah, I did already do Sildren. I also did... Well, actually, I guess I can probably show you? Well, I can show you some things. So... First of all, I gotta show off my title run, my Mercury title. Bet you didn't see that coming. Or rather, didn't see that team being what you would have expected. Pretty good. Good. I also feel pretty proud is maybe a little much, but I feel sense of accomplishment by I don't even remember the name of the cleric. the dark blue cleric there. I don't even remember their name, but doing that like figuring out that as my option, along with double princess, was yeah, no, this was like a real title. A lot of the other titles are kind of bleh. This was definitely a real title. So I was trying it with like my standard Rosetta at first, but there was just too many finicky things, and then one important aspect that was I think gumming things up a bit was Rena's BDP thing being delayed. And so part of what I thought is that, okay, if I have double princess, then I just need to be able to do box. If I just need to be able to do box, maybe I can, maybe now that we've had maids and chalice and whatever, then I might be able to have enough equips that give dark sub attribute plus box. And because before I really only had the one that's on the sub Rosetta there, but now the one that's on my lead is the milkmaid one. So that was that, and then also on one of the princess punts it's a part break, and on the other one it's box. And so the one that has box, I think, has that Archvelza equip on it, the second princess, and then the first one has a part break, but then has another equip that has box. And all of these are, of course, also giving dark attribute. And then the one that's on the cleric is the one that's usually on Phyllis, which is like a charge 2, dark attribute, blah blah blah. The other important thing for this lead, which I guess now that we're talking about it, we might as well just go to it. I don't really, yeah, here, is that this has 4 L's on it. And that matters because there is a floor that does a 10-turn assist void. So if you were doing Kiori as your assist recovery, you need to do like 5 L's, which just isn't likely. In terms of, like, that already isn't likely in terms of just the amount of darks you need on the board plus hearts you need on the board. Let alone then actually being able to manage it all. And otherwise, this fit the bill for me. Like, it took a bit to find something that I think was worth trying. Has the heals, has the quad L, so I really only needed to do 3 L's, which is much more doable. And there was a consideration to do some changes here. I did have to do a number of latents, putting water resist ones on like basically everybody a little bit here. But it made the difference. It made the huge difference. So yeah, this one has the box because it has the Archvelza equip, and then this one has the part break because it has this equip that has box on it. This is the normal equip that's on this one, and this is the milkmaid one that isn't normally on here, but so yeah. There were other options I was looking into because I did see teams that were running 1 princess punt, but I don't know, to me it just felt like you'd have to really make sure everything timing wise works and having, because then you're not looping the shield, and it felt like it'd be finicky. There was a lot of different Rosetta teams to some degree, but one thing that was usually there across most of them was Muscari. I'm guessing because it has more than 1 L on it compared to Kiori, and that was like a big annoyance And I was like, okay, yeah, I can change things, but like so many of them had Muscari on it that I was like, fuck, man. I needed to find something, and that's when I finally found our friend here, Varys. He really saved the day. He really saved the day here. This was just for trying to get plus point. So yeah, now my Rosetta team's all a mess in terms of equips and latents and everything. Like I was trying this with double this at first and stuff. So yeah, I don't. maybe I keep using this one for a little while. I don't know. I think this one doesn't have like tape res. Yeah. Maybe I'll use this one for a while because it's already set up. But then I did the, like I said, I did this one while I was on my stomach because I thought like, oh, I'll enter it or system valid. I'll just go in with the ice team and see like what's in there so that I can actually plan for it and try it during the stream. Like I was actually forward thinking about stream instead of just coming onto the stream and then not having any idea what's in a dungeon. But then I just beat it. Is that your Rosetta lead? It was BB Soldiers, I believe. Not Vicious Soldiers. I believe it was BB. I'm not gonna enter the dungeon, I'm just doing this to look. I believe it was this one. Do you think that for my, I guess the one that like people are seeing as my partner one, should I keep it as this one or should I like have the one that has this equip on it be the lead? You think that's more what people would want? I guess yes. They both would have box, but this is just like, oh, we use a random thing and +2 versus a bunch of RCV. Like, this is a more common equip, I feel like you see. But I don't know. I mean, T-Cross isn't that, like, useful. It's more damage, but, like, in terms of, like, it's not that useful. The OEs definitely help. Like, honestly, if this was a cross, it would be better to help get rid of blinds. I feel like T's you rarely ever actually care about. But yeah, okay. So, I guess okay, so here's the thing. This team probably is not as versatile as the usual team because this team relies on being able to delay the first floor. That is something that I needed, whereas the normal team, you just boost, and you don't need to use the delays. So that could be an issue. Now, what is this thing we're talking about here? Oops, I double clicked. System valid, that means you know I'm going ice team. You know I'm going ice team. Ah shit, I gotta change the team thing. Gotta get them pluses, them plus skills. Double click. Virgo title challenge exclamation point dash time limit 40 minutes. we got one. Got one. Any viciousers? Oops, wrong button. Vicious mod check? Vicious mod check? Usually you're the one that's lagging. Try again? Thought I had clicked it, but I must have undone it. My bad. It's actually my fault. That's actually my fault. I think that's the team. There we go, that looks more normal. That looks a bit more normal. Okay. I have done this solo. I don't know if you guys have done this one solo or not yet. I guess one problem here, well, actually it's probably not that bad, because my shield is reset, so if you guys do yours, then it's not a problem, because mine will be back up. The only problem, I guess, would be is if there's a floor later on that lowers damage caps and stuff, but nothing to worry about. He's Disneying it up. Ooh, big board. Damn, you got so many actives. You're still going? I'm like looking away from the screen a bit and then coming back to it. Still going? Still going? God damn. Yeah, that was a lot of it. That was like more than a lot of actives than normal. Just kept going. Okay. I've done it. That's You have to. That's okay. Seems like it's safe. There's still 2 turns on the timer anyway. All he has to do is do rainbow, right? You have the BDP latent thing? Yeah. So that's fine. That's fine. Excuse me. Oh wow, that did not... Why did that not do that much? Oh, because of the shield. Well, speaking of shield, I guess I have to use my shield, huh? It's kind of a bummer. Hope that's enough to kill. Kind of annoying if it isn't. Alright, nice. Okay. It's literally the thing that I said has to be the one thing to avoid, but because of what happened, now I will be useless for the entire rest of the dungeon, especially if someone resets a shield. So yeah, that's not great. Not great. Do not reset the shield. Whatever, please do not reset the shield. Oh, nice, broke the shield. Is that random that it destroys that? If so, that's pretty good. You should move, nah. He should have moved the barbed orb into his light match on the left so that it was out of the way. So there wouldn't be as many when it's my turn here. So, I sure hope these people don't kill. Because one thing's for sure, I ain't gonna kill them. I'm not gonna be doing any damage. Just kept the movement simple. Otherwise, I might be able to, like... I don't know if I would want... I don't remember if I one-shot this floor when I was doing the dungeon myself. Boss time. Struggled a bit to clear this month. EX had to really run a cringe Bikuro team with Maid Isis because you didn't have good color subs. Bunch of Hilo E's and elves. I haven't attempted it. One piece of information that would be nice to know is the first floor delayable? Because if it is, then I'll try running the team that I did the Mercury title with. Which you did miss the, miss going over that a little bit. But... You don't remember? That's fair. That's fair. I'll keep the combo orb for Jukester, Or at least one of them. Last turn of the shield, so I can't do damage because my caps got reset. Let me check. What a nice guy. What a nice guy willing to check. It is not delayable. Well, that's no fun. No fun. Means I'm gonna have to like undo a bunch of things. Makes me want to kind of try it without Rosetta, but I gotta imagine Rosetta's probably my only team. Or maybe not only, but like most doable with. Repeat multiplayer exclamation point. Sildren descended, assist invalid. Maybe ice can tank, you know. True. Now I have 2, so I'm covered. Get the 10 for trade. Well, let me see what that even is. Let me see what that even is. And also, I don't know if Vicious wants to or not. Assume that's not in here. Okay. Okay, so there's that to do. There's this, but there's nothing I actually need to train. Maybe I already did these exchanges. You want to do 3P? You want to do this dungeon? This one annoying? Why not do the one that we were just doing? Because the farming that Dukester said. Huge wood gyms are also tradable. I do want to check. This is just doing specific lead stuff, but I will need to claim all this. There's this, and that's it. Okay. You don't know if 2 whole bars of stamina for 10k MP is a good deal? Yeah, maybe like throughout the week. Like a random stamina burn / thing to do while I'm laying down icing or something like that. That's probably more likely being worthy of doing it as opposed to doing it now. You want to show your new team, the Green Lady team. Well, how about instead of doing it on... Use Shadow Register, you're not sure where the wood gems work. Wait, hold on. We have a new one? Honestly, I would be down to do some of that today, because I don't think there's much else to do besides September, but... For Vicious, if they want to show the new team, you should just do one of these. Because maybe we can get a stone out of it. Well, that's 3 floors, I don't know. Give that. Ah, shit, it's 3 each of them. No exclamation point? That no, I shouldn't stream 8P? Or what does that no mean? I guess we could still do at least one of the difficulties of these to clear one of them. I guess I should just do this team, because it's simple. No 8P. Or Vicious, two slots or 3 slots? Here's the thing about the 8P, I do need to get it like done with earlier rather than at the end. So going to be busier in that time from now. I don't think Dukester gives a shit about joining random Bull Demon King. I need to get a better, oh, you have the song. Wait, who the hell is this? What does this one do again? Ooh. There's some fancy people. Damn, that almost killed me? I think it's a gravity, though. Hope you get the order right. I sure don't know what it is, so... Let's see this Solomon stuff. Let's see this Solomon guy. Okay. You Solomon again here now? Or? Oh, this isn't me, this is Vicious. I don't know how Vicious got it, but... Or wait, is this Vicious? No, it's Vicious. Okay, it is Vicious. Like, wait, did Vicious get sniped? Oh, you know. Now, how does this one go? What's the everything? Oh, is this the thing you were talking about? Hexen? This Isis? I was thinking regular Isis, but I imagine it's more likely these fancier ones. You needed it because of the double heal TPA? Is that what it was? Is that what it was? And L's. Looks like the right order so far to me. Maybe. I don't know what the Nell actually is. Nell normal to have on this team? Waste of damage, but utility-wise useful. Okay. That's a lot of damage, holy moly. +3 combos for 34 turns. We live in some silly times. Purtle for good measure. By personal uncapped, do you mean like... What do you mean by that, actually? I mean, I have a couple of thoughts of what that could mean, but I'm not sure what that means. I guess I don't know what her skill is, so that's part of why I'm also not necessarily sure. He's better with big personal moves. I mean, if we want to, we can do all 3 difficulties of this to get a stone, because, again, there isn't actually much due today, I think, but... She's just a shield and cleric, but Kuratobi uncaps the whole team, so running her with no damage awakens equivalent to running hard on her. Right. I guess I don't understand, like, the big personal uncaps thing. What does that mean? You're saying she would be better with it, so what would that be? How does this cleric non-damage dealer become a better? Edge? Did it? I'm willing to do the other 2 if we want. Should be easy, and it would be a stone for us. Any team with her is better if she's left alone to do or supported others to do damage. I guess I understand what that means, but in my brain it's kind of like a... In modern day, you would just want everything to do damage anyway. Feels like every team nowadays anyway is like... Everyone does damage on the team a lot of the time. You need to practice the team anyway. I mean, I guess like Omnimon in the sense where like he does most of the damage for the team, and then the other 2, like the Hikari and the whatever the other guy's name is, doesn't do that much. So I guess that's kind of the idea there. You have like the 1 unit Omnimon that does like most of the damage. 2 Omnimons kind of thing. And pushing big cards with big personal uncaps so they can run full support subs. Omnimon's a good reference. Yeah, because I definitely have seen some stuff recently that have more like big random personal uncaps for like themselves plus 1 adjacent or something like that. I was getting there, but I just haven't really, I don't feel like I've seen teams with that. So I was trying to think of a team that did kind of do that, and Omnimon kind of does that, so. We've now We've reached the conclusion. I understand. Understand. Yeah, yeah. That definitely makes more sense now, though. Like in the sense that Hikari doesn't usually do any damage, but she's there for the other things she provides, and so. But you're also not really relying on her damage. So yeah, I get it now. I get it now. Yeah. I forget how the teacup works. Does it work better when more things have the teacup on the team? I think that's how it works, right? Like, if you just have one teacup on a team, it's, like, bad, but if you have a bunch of them, it's good or something. Or, you know, better. Only for the hazard resist. I have no idea how that team works. The stat buff is limited to the card it's on. Oh. Oh, alright. Oh, so the teacups resist hazards, so that's why he doesn't have any ape and cloud and stuff going on? I know that. Wait, this is a different team, Vicious. What's this? Is this your swipe team? I didn't know you even had this. God damn. Although I guess it's not actually that much better than like Jivadra, because none of them are getting their damage uncapped, as far as I just saw. Oh, and you give me clouds. Jeez. Jeez Louise. You're clouding up for Dukester, man? What are you doing? That's rude. That's rude. Is this the actual, factual, optimal Kuro team? Or is my only I actually guess I don't even know what this thing's skill does, but these two in the middle maybe would be, or I don't know if Nell is Nell supposed to be on there? In my brain you would want everything blue, but probably not actually true. Well, it doesn't need to be that way, because you're doing all the three colors anyway, right? So what is, okay, yeah, so not Isis, because she doesn't do the damage. So what would be the, what's the optimal Isis change? Where are those blue orbs at? How does this team work? Do you not need like 3 colors or something every time at least? You just need a combo count? Bartender, Minaka, and Blue Moon. But you struggle to heal. You need 3 colors in TPA. Oh, so 3 colors, but it doesn't have to be blue. Okay. I was not aware of that. Image absorb. Needs all three, but for some reason your Kuro's not been up. Oh, so some order shenanigans. Okay, one more for the stone. I'll just keep this team, even though I probably could do, what do you call it instead? Like a red swipe team or something. Look at that stone. Let's get that stone. Yeah, you're learning it still. I mean, it's a good time to do so on these dungeons that are safer. Definitely the time to do it. I think, Dukester, you don't have to type in the ID because you're on the friends list. So you should be able to join off the friend. Either way. Either way. Oh, I'm tired. I did lose some sleep last night due to Mercury title. I won't deny it. I won't deny it. Lazy combo. The lazy combo. For a lazy fella. Dang, it is annoying that I can't, was kind of hoping to continue to use the Rosetta team I just did the Mercury title with. Sounds like I can't do that for September EX. Yeah, practice with. Oh my god. Okay. That. I feel like they might. I guess one way you could do it is whatever the... It doesn't have to be the max combo on a 7x6, but some number that would make sense for a 7x6 board. You could have an Awakening that's like with a leader that has 7x6 board leader thing. I don't know what the right number would be. 12C feels not different enough from 10C, but it also is at the same time for people using like normal teams. Doesn't need more multipliers. True, but if you thought of it in the sense of if one 10C equaled double 10, if one 12C equaled double 10C, and then that way you didn't need as many awaken slots taken up by double 10Cs, then that could mean that the new thing could have, you know, more team HP, or an extra spot to do cloud resist or something. You know what I mean? Like, there is ways to get benefits from it, even if you don't actually need the multiplier. It's more of like addition by subtraction sort of thing. Subtracting the amount of awakenings needed to get the same amount of damage multiplier. But that in itself opens up rooms to get benefits of other awakenings. Also nice, we finished this. So, for Hexen, just so that they get to see, this was the team that did the job. I don't think it's up in history anymore because of the dungeon runs we've done. Maybe it is at the bottom. Maybe. There it is. I know, Maris is crazy, isn't it? I felt so... Doing this and doing it with Maris was so satisfying in the sense of, like, no other team I saw use this Maris, and I was trying to find a solution for the problems I was having, and I saw it, and I was like, this actually might be it. Which is crazy. And it was. It kind of did everything we needed. She's got the quad L, which is useful for the Mercury because there's that 10-turn void recovery. So then you only need to do 3 Ls in total. She's got healing, which is needed in that dungeon. And then she's a low cooldown cleric. I don't think the heal came into play for me at all, but potentially it could have at other opportunities. You are right that her stats are not that great. I mean, 14,000 health is a lot of health. But, yeah. And then this just add the extra stats, so yeah, I felt pretty good about it. But the reason that this isn't going to work as a default is because it relies on being able to delay with Rosetta's. Because the thing that's missing out here, of course, is VDP, which is done by using equips that give VDP. But the equips that give VDP don't have charges on them. So... like, this usually was on my Rosetta, but that was the other thing. One of the princesses has box on it because then it has this Arkvelza equip, and then the other one does have has part break because it has an equip with box on it. Why part break? Because Sophie has a part break on it, so you do that and then you get bonus stats. Which I actually don't even know what the difference in numbers are between one of these versus a part break one, but I actually don't know. But also I did want to get the part break, if I could. So just increasing my chances as well a little bit there. There's a little bit of both. A little bit of both there. You want to do Gerond? I mean, the real important thing was having to add a bunch of these on stuff too. I think Part Break was fine because I did want to get some of the Part Break. I didn't get, like, I got to the boss once and lost because I didn't really know what it does. And I didn't know that I need to, like, not target the Part Break part pieces at all at the beginning, kind of. Because, like, you can't really, like, he does, like, a kill move on you, basically, after you kill a part or something. He gives you one more turn and then kills you. So I died the first time. Which was not particularly happy about that, but Gerond. Oh, I've already done Gerond though. I could do Hexa Zeon. These are kind of long dungeons though. The other, it's also, we're getting to stretch time here. In my mind, it was like stretch time, do whatever pre-rolls there are and things, and then if no one had anything else specifically, then like maybe attempting Battle EX, September EX. That was what I had in my mind, not as like a schedule, but as like a, if there's not other things to do, these are the things to be doing. Farming the Sildren, doing Battle EX, doing 8P, doing any last minute Dragonbound stuff. But yeah, my normal team that is this but different equips. The arena being like a delayed thing was just causing too much problems. It was just causing too much problems. And then also this being only 2 just seemed like it wouldn't be likely as a sustainable chance of actually living that floor that does the 10 turn void assist. So I would have had to do a different shield loop. And there was someone there was a, I don't know what their name is. It's not this. Not that, but it begins with a V. It's you! This one was when I was at one point when I was trying to find an option. This was one of the ones I ended up looking at. I was like, okay. Problem is that it would have 4 L's, which would work. But its otherwise stats are pretty, like the other awakenings are not particularly exciting. The additional bind recover would have been interesting, but multi super gravity rush. Yeah, I already did those. I'm pretty sure. I think I was looking at this one when I was looking at a option where I was running like when I would be running 1 princess punt or something, or just as a different option from Kiori. So like this would do 0 damage, where Kiori at least did some. And then I was like, I feel like doing the double princess punt will be easier, like less finicky than 1 princess punt, because there was a number of teams that did 1 princess punt. It really sucks that this does not have any L's on it. I will say that. This not being able to do like not being able to be the assist void recovery unit is annoying. It sucks. It sucks big time. Okay, so if I'm changing equips back to stuff here to be back kind of more to normal, I want to say something like that. Okay. And then you had the one that's on Maris. For being charged 2. Which is this one. And then you add... I guess if we're doing EX... We're doing... September EX. I might be able to keep this on. Princess card is 45, hard to get away from that. Yeah, but you need 2 of them on the team. And with 2 of them on the team, okay, well, okay. You could do 2 of them on the team, but then you simply have to give up it having the dark sub attribute so that you can put something on top of it that will do a charge active. That's really what it comes. That's really what you have to do. If you want to use double princess punt, you would have to change both of these equips off, which would be kind of a bummer, because then you're losing all the VDP damage on. Well, I guess you could change both awakenings to be box, and then you would have to find. You'd have to do. I actually don't think I still would have. I mean, unless you did these stinky ones, but I don't think I would want that. I don't think I would accept that. Like, this isn't a charge. I don't think any of these are charges. There are more delays, more of that stuff. I guess technically I could do, could make one from this, right? I could do this thing. I could get 1 from that. Would 1 be enough? 1 would probably be enough, actually. And then the other one can just the other thing on it. Izimu is a charge and teach. Ichimizu. Oh, that was the thing that I had just put on the other guy. On Rena. Yeah, you could attempt to put that on this. I don't think there would be enough skill boost, though. Start with. Because there is like a balance you kind of have to hit with Rosetta, where like you need enough skill boost for your assist charges to go off, but you don't also want to cover the actual assists that are on the Rosettas themselves. Which is why it works with Rena, because we're kind of so little. I mean, this is only 1 turn more, so maybe you could make it work. But even then, would it? Let's see. So transform. That still wouldn't. I guess you do outside leader, inside sub. So then the leader that went second only needed 4, and then you did the Maris. Boom. Then that would work. You know what? I mean, we might as well try that. So that I don't have to switch everything else. Why the music? Actually, kind of a good time to stop a little bit. Because it is stretch time. But, let me throw this on. We might as well try that with September EX, right? Was it? Mizu. Might as well try it. On punt? That even come up though? Go part break and EX. Fair. I mean, this is still a good equip though, so you would probably want this. But you're saying for this one, you take it off. We need a stretch break. We'll think about it. We need a stretch. We'll think about it, cause if I don't need to change it at all, that might just be better, right? Well, the part break thing aside, but This is what, 28 turns? Stop counting. All right, go straight. I'll do the first. I'll do the box ad while I go refill the water and get the apple and such.
We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to assist you. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's what Hexen was saying, is that you don't need the part break. Is there a delay on the first floor, do we know? Actually, maybe that's probably an in general question. Do you guys remember if there were any delays? I probably should change some of those, like, blue damage reduction laden stuff. You remember a delay? Ugh. Oof. Alright, that's the other box space. Now time for the video machine. I don't even know if there's really many or any free rolls to do anyway. We'll see though. Probably at least one. Like day 10 Alice thing or something, maybe. Or, no, like Day 10 Dragonbound. Probably nothing, but I gotta show it, just in case. I mean, we'll take that, of course, but take that, of course. I think I might try it with that team. I'll probably go into endless first, just to make sure that I counted correctly. Also change the part break well, make sure that the count works correctly with the charge. But then after that, then if it does work, then I would change the... Basically, if I confirm that I'm going to do the double princess team, then change the part break essay to full stats essay. Likely. Oh. Going up. Next one, still got to do the standing branches. It was some tight HP spots during Mercury with that team in regards to, like, needed to make sure I wasn't... Basically, I mean, I didn't do the math on certain things, but on other stuff, there was floors where, like, I was basically doing a heart L every time, for sure, and then also trying to heal the max health. And, it seemed pretty necessary to do that. So... I had to play it pretty tight. Okay. So, mail time? Add Island tomorrow. Today is September 20. So a couple of things. Title. Mercury title. Virgo title. That's right, Virgo and Mercury. Thank you, Hank. Wait, we don't have any free rolls to do? What the? Since when? Since freaking when? Okay, so this was 2 days after this one, so it would be this day, July 27th. Login day 10. 7 stones. Day 11. I think we might have just hit the 10th day of DVDC on Monday last week. That must have been how I mean, that had to have been what happened, right? Yeah, it was. I just checked the notes. Confirmed. This was the same day, my 4,450 day. $4,450, which, by the way, my 4,500th day was during the past week off stream, so that's exciting. Day 13, huh? 11, 12, 13. Getting the fishing thing. I don't even really know what that... Like, I do, but I don't know. 15, so that's 14th, 15th. Title Splash login day 15. Day 13 was that day, the 30th, and 10 more days after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Celebrate. Celebrate. It would be alright. Celebrate. Baiting if you want to set reminders for fishing, if you want to continue being uber casual. I don't know. I don't know either. Now, are you saying personal alarms, or are they gonna add a feature that lets you get a notification? Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but sometimes you can get notifications now. And what I think would be nice is if they let you do if they let you be like, oh, I want to get a notification thing when intensive gravity training comes up today. That would be kind of sick. That would be kind of sick. And I can't see it being bad for them to do that. Like, it makes people play and that want to play, so I think that would just, like, I think that's all benefit. All benefit, no negative. Alright, so today is the 22nd. This is Dragon Bound ampersand Dragon Callers quest stuff. I was actually thinking as I was listening and looking at this song, Hank, that I was like, I should see what the gameplay of this game is, because maybe it would be a good Halloween time game. I don't know. I have no idea. Got a bunch of black cats in it though, so maybe. Maybe a coding thing because of time zones. But the game knows when it's up. I guess it doesn't necessarily until you like go to the dungeons tab or like reconnect, I guess. Which is kind of also why, like, so if my stamina gets to full, it won't actually tell me unless I open the game. And then when I open the game, like, the notification bar has like a little tamaja in it that's like, stamina is full. And it's like, well, okay, but I just opened the game, so so that's kind of useless to me because obviously I know I'm looking at it. So yeah, I don't know about that. Hold on. Oh. Here we go. Okay, so this is not a machine though. For quest clear, Dragon Bound and Dragon Callers Colosseum! Exclamation point. Getting a message the day just begun when you open the app. Yeah, that's kind of been there forever. That's kind of been there forever. So this is Dragonbound Riku 4015. Yeah, and it's just 10. Okay. Go here so I can favorite you. 5, 6, 7. You know, whatever. So we wanted to see if doing this would work. If the vicious is Rosetta. Oh, 11 turns. That is not anywhere close to being enough. But you see what the problem is here, Hexen? Like, so we get 6 from this. That's still not even close. And this is the lowest cooldown. It's lower than these two. But if you had more skill boost, then you couldn't partner with this because then it would be overwritten. So that's the problem with... That's one of the very finicky elements of Rosetta, from what I've seen while attempting to run it. Now, if we instead, I guess, had... Let's imagine that this was... I mean, these could certainly be different things. Right now, they're nothing of use. But you would still need 5 to get this up, so it's not particularly likely. Maybe one of the looping shield for the dark attribute should just be light to charge. Yeah, this was more about seeing if, like, I could just use this and, like, never have to worry about changing anything else and, like, getting to keep this stuff as it is. But that's clearly not the case. So basically, yeah, if we wanted to make this team work, we would have to have one of the equips on one of the princesses be a charge. We have this one. We have the one that was on Maris before, which was this one. This was what was on Maris to do title. It's also usually on Phyllis because it is a charge by 2, and it is a dark, and it is some other little things here and there. But it wouldn't make sense to throw this on the Princess Punt because the Maris equip still wouldn't be up anyway. So you would just have to find something different. So it would be either we have to make a new equip or use a really shitty, like this kind of thing, which I don't really want to do that. So the next best thing would probably be to turn turn this into the dark version of this, and put it on one of the princess punts, but the problem with that is that it is, well, actually I have to check the numbers here. The problem with that would be, let's see, does this add skill boost? Okay, that would be fine then. If this didn't have, if this stat had 0 on it, let's say for example, then it would be a problem because it would then override the friend one, but so if I was doing that, then I would put it, I guess we would move this over here, change you to the bonus stats, and then put the charge on this one. Smoke already. Trying to think, would I rather have this? I don't think so. But 2 OEs is definitely nice, but maybe I don't need the damage. The team HP though is also pretty important for the team here, I would think. Okay, let's just try that, I guess. Or wait, no, I did it backwards. Maybe I just have to change both to VDP. Or I don't do this equip and I do the one that was just on it. Never gonna use this, right? Just make this the dark one then. Purple balls. Okay. Okay. Shown it before. This is round 1. Is this a new set or is this the? These are these are the pictures we saw before. Here's resharing so that others that may not have seen it can see it. Makes sense. Or I would want to show it off if I was doing pulling off some moves like that. Oops. Okay, so there's, oh, but this has OEs on it also. So I guess we just have to change this to BD because well, we want to let's just change it and see what happens. If we somehow, because I imagine the double team HP here is better than just the stats SA is my thought process really. And then this we need to change back to the one that was on, that I usually use on Phyllis, which is this one. The Rifle of Cornelia. Round 2 tomorrow. Okay. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay. Okay, let's see how it goes. I did not put on SDRs, that's probably it. Well, some things don't have them. Some of them do, some of them don't. First, do the shield here. Do this. 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 You were right in that delay is not possible to start. This is just barely up on time, which is good. I did mess up, I think, in that maybe I was supposed to do that before charging. Now I don't think I have a... Okay, this will be up next turn, I guess. Alright. L for good measure. You have a ballpark food video you want to share as well? Wow, that did not do that much damage. Well, this turn's also not gonna do damage, so there's that. There's that at least. Still got an L in there too, that's pretty good. Granted, it doesn't actually help. Oh, this turn we also don't have. So I think I messed up the order a little bit here. We do have enough to no, we don't have enough to shield. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna do this then. That we have enough orbs, because it does make orbs too. Don't forget. Make orbs as well. We're just trying to stall anyway. The order got messed up due to me, I think. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I messed up a thing there, but field Rosetta. We were just stalling out the barbed orbs, obviously. That's what I was doing. Obviously, that's what I was doing. Not doing an L, but the TPA here will definitely be at full health. So. The only problem would be a awaken bind right away, which if so, then that would probably just restart anyway. So. Not going out of my way to do hard L's here, where I probably would have on the Mercury one. All the stuff they sell at Petco Padres Park here in SD makes a lot of shit they compare look terrible. Ah, that's not great. I mean, I should be able to double dark match every time at least, yeah. Can I make a heart L here? That is the question. Don't know if that's possible. I don't think so. I played it safe by making sure I did the dark match instead. There might have been one, but 4 turns of resizes is pretty rough. Don't know if we'll be able to win. I mean, suppose that works. Suppose that does work. Does not kill though because of the shield. We do kind of have to rely on RNG a little bit. That should work. Not the most exciting, but it will work. And then we just have to stall one more floor on the next floor here, or one more turn on the next floor here rather. We do have our Awakened Unbind up. Don't think we have crosses on the team. That was one nice aspect of Rena, was the cross. I guess I didn't even need to use the thing there because we had enough darks, but... But I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. I think there's probably a way to do an L there, but I'm not risking it. We're just trying to shield up this one turn anyway. Alright, we're alive. Shield. There's the hard L. Cascade with darks. If I had a 35% shield though, my team would have a lot more health. To be fair. Didn't really need to do the heart EPA. I don't know why I did that instead of just doing more dark matches, but should just kill anyway. Ono jumped out. Is this an invade? This thing was an invade on a different dungeon before. Okay. Alright, well, shield's up in one turn, so if we can live this turn, then we'll be okay. Want to make sure to make that into a Art L. It's an invade. Okay. Let's see what happens. Well, so that's just bad luck then, right? I just need it to be. That's pretty rough though. If I need the invade. Well, maybe if I had hit it to the... Maybe if I had hit it to... I mean, because more likely than not... That statistically, right? More likely than not, I'm probably not going to be the turn that Princess Punt is like about to come up, right? It's more likely to not be the turn than it is to be the turn, I think. So... That's a little rough. It has to be that. The other alternative, though, could be that if I hit them to the super resolve, then maybe they do something different. I don't know what it is that they would do different. I also wasn't really paying attention to how much damage I did there. She still attacked, but is it the same attack? Or is it less? The numbers are similar. So I do just need this shield. Pretty not great. Pretty not great if true. Wanna look at something here. Maris actually has a good HP stats. That's what I was looking at. Got great HP stats. She doesn't do any damage is the problem, but... Well, we can get more HP by getting rid of all these water reductions, so there is that. There is that. That should just happen anyway, to be honest. I think before this was 2 SDRs, I am going to put that back to being that, I think, for now. Yeah, that's kind of why I don't actually think
the HP is gonna matter that much as far as from latents, but I do want to change these SDRs back anyway, so doing that while we're here. Just doing that while we're here. Maybe run the cringe lady from Conan. Oh, the one that I had pulled up earlier. That's a cleric plus shield boot. Yeah. Instead of Maris, you're saying? So that you can kind of save it, the backup thing. For some reason, I feel like I remember Pono, or whatever its name is, when it invaded in a previous different dungeon, that like it did a Awaken Bind when you hit it to the SA. That might be complete BS though. Which if the case, then the Vermont strat wouldn't really work, but also I don't know how much stats Vermouth, whatever its name is. I don't know what your stats look like. I will level you, at the very least. Will level you at the very... No. Because it is interesting enough to, you know, probably get used at some point. Something. Maybe. And I have a bazillion stuff here anyway, so it really doesn't matter too much. So for her, you'd have to do the L, the additional L, so that you have 4. Well, maybe you wouldn't need to for this dungeon specifically. Maybe it's only that 2-turn one, and so then you don't have to, but thinking more in terms of general. There's a 4 assist one later. Yeah, 4 isn't bad. You just 2 L's if you have a double L awakening. It's when it gets to that, like, you need to do 4 L's or more. That's when it's really like, okay, that's... You could just not get enough Dark Orbs to do that, potentially. That kind of thing. Yeah, I assumed you meant 4 turn. Yeah. Her HP? Okay, the HP is 10k. It's not that much less than Maris. Not that much less. Still less by like 4k, so you're losing a lot of HP in that sense. I'm not actually going to do the switch yet, I'm just doing this to look at it. So if I did, he has more after the all stats is added in. That's what I was about to do because I didn't remember what it had on here. I knew it had the L and a +2. I didn't know if it was the bonus stats. I mean, I guess we could give it a shot. I guess we could try it. We would need the... I mean, neither of them are doing any damage, so in that regard, there's like nothing lost, really. Which, I mean, you know, there is something to say about not caring about the dark sub-attribute for these ones, like the Maris and Vermouth here, as they're probably not doing that much damage a lot of the time anyway, but I don't know, something to consider. Yes. Something to consider. That's what I was thinking, like, almost at that point, like, instead of caring about this, just putting, like, triple team HP and a charge sort of thing. I guess the one thing that could throw that off, I guess, would be if there's, like, a light absorb. That could be annoying, but she's not gonna do damage anyway, so damage from Rosetta's probably just gonna override that. Alright, so this... I have a triple team HP charge. Wait, why is there nothing here? This. I must have clicked something funky. Okay. Charge by 2. That is technically an amount. It also has blocks. 30 billion for a turn. This one, Heartbreak not necessarily that important, but this one, the good thing about this would be if it overwrites, then you do have both the Void damage for a turn and Cleric reset. That's one thing to consider there. This is nice because of tape and OEs. Oh, right. Am I missing something? Or are you about to have a revelation? There's a 10-turn charge later in the dungeon. Ten is not a lot. So for like everything else on the team, it probably doesn't matter because you're like looping all the other skills. But you are right in that for specifically the cleric, that's probably something to consider. This is another one I've used before. It doesn't charge though, so we don't want that. This one doesn't charge is the problem. It does void damage for a turn, but that doesn't actually solve our problem. We do kind of need it to be both. Void damage for 1 hit. I don't think any of these are charge for 2 as well as Awaken, Unbind, and stuff. We have things that charge for 2 that do that have like 1 team HP, or maybe there's ones that have 2 team HPs. I guess I can check that first. Gonna be a lot of those. So yeah, this one, you don't really get the benefits of the other parts, but it does do the thing. This one would probably be better, although it is only charged by 1, which might not be enough. Also, having the cross is nice. That doesn't charge. That doesn't charge. Charged by 1, but again, also probably not quite. That's a shield. Yeah, so if we wanted something that charged by 2 or more and had 2 team HP, it would be this or this, in my opinion. If we want something with 3 team HPs, it wouldn't have that, but it would probably be long enough of a cooldown. What happened? Why is this all gone? I don't know why that disappeared, but okay. Dang it. Accidentally resized. That's only 14. This is pretty long, isn't it? That's 20. I mean, that is pretty long, but... Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. I'm kind of leaning towards Zenshoga or Daki. Kind of leaning towards Daki? Okay, the reason that I would lean toward... Obviously, this is... charged by 3 instead of charged by 2. We don't need the charge by 3. But I don't know if we need the skill. We might need like the... Because if I do this, I think we're losing some skill boost compared to Maris. This is only 2, and if we do Maris... Maris was... Oh, it still have the filter? No. Oh, Maris is down here. Maris was 2 and then 4, so now we're losing 2 more skill boost, which might matter for getting Princess Punt up. I think I'd want to check that before going in again. I have used that assist, that the one that is the 3 team HP. Full cleric plus void damage a turn. I remember using that for a team that was an Omnimon team, and I think it went on top of TK, whatever his name is. I was supposed to shield before overcharging that. A little bit of a mistake. Yeah, so we're 1 short, yeah. So we are 1 skill boost short now. By doing this. That is the problem with... And I was kind of mental mathing thinking that might be the case. So we kind of have to do Zenshoga then. If I'm doing that, then I would like to put this back on you so I don't forget it. You know, it's either that or change the Vermouth thing to, Oh, but you're saying Zenshogas might not be up for Vermouth in the first place. I mean, either way, the Daki one doesn't really work. I don't know how far away we were from I guess Daki wasn't up right away, right? It was like, so we have 10, 13, maybe like 14, 15 or something. Oh, I don't remember what Vicious's thing was here. It has 1 extra on it, 2 in total. So 10, 15 total basically. And then 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So yeah, this won't be up in time. Because this needs 25 and we would only reach 21. So yeah, that wouldn't work. So I think we just can't. Alright, hold on. Alright, so we gotta find something that's 21, that's within 21, and we start with 5. So we need it to be within like 15, 16, something like that. There's probably not that much of that. Makes sense why the Docky was up. So like this would be up. You don't, you know, it's basically just team HP and that, but it would be up. I do have another Argbelza. I do have another Argbelza. That's 20 turns though. I don't think that solves it. I think that still leaves us shy. Even though this one has 2 skill boost on it. And Docky's had none. Right? Because then we would reach 23 after all is said and done, after all of the Rosetta charges. So we would be 2 turns away from, because Vermouth is 5, so you think of it as 20 plus 5, and we'd only get to 23. So that wouldn't work. But it was a nice idea. I'm sure there's probably others that I haven't made, right? Like obviously there's other equips that exist. The question basically is, yeah, do we want to try to force the 3 EPA heals versus maybe 2 and then having other useful things or whatever? Losing the always does suck, but it's not like the other team had them normally, right? So in that sense, you're not losing that, but I do get what you're saying, obviously. Yeah, let's just try the Loki one, I guess. I mean, this is all a little bit of a test anyway, right? This whole using Vermouth in the first place, Vermouth. Does also mean she gets to do some box damage, even though she's not really going to be doing any, but give it a shot. There is the part of me that wants to not use this so that I can have the stats on it and use that equip that I had before that was like the box one. But I think I'll probably just try it with this first anyway, but I do want to look at it because I don't remember what it was. It was you. Also doesn't charge, but always plus that. But it loses the 10C, and it loses. I guess this is also. We lose team HP as well, which is pretty bad. Like it's somewhat significant, but something to consider. Something to consider. We're doing EX. I tried with the Maris team. We got killed on the invade on Pano, or whatever its name is, because it negates all of your current status stuff. Do you need to sort of be lucky with the shielding timing if you're doing that? So we wanted to try Vermouth to have a potentially a better chance. That if the timing doesn't work, that then maybe we can use the Vermouth and still survive. We'll see. It's an experiment. It's an experiment. Doing the stamina ad, obviously, here. was a double ad, unfortunately. A bit unlucky there. A bit unlucky there. Okay. Yeah, and that timing does work correctly. Good. And I do this. This. And we actually get to... It's actually also nice in the sense that I don't have to use Rosetta this turn, because the Loki thing makes all of our damage absolutely nuts. Kinda cool. $30 million for everyone is pretty insane. Insane. Charge by 10 though, you're right, that is gonna be a little scary, Hexen. This is gonna be a little scary. I feel like I should stall a turn, right? This is gonna be 2, so if I use this right now, it's gonna be a problem. So yeah, we're supposed to waste a turn here, I think. Yeah, you're doing the bacon, I get it. Okay. Now we can begin. Yes. Now we can begin. Wanted to make sure to get the L, but I actually might not. Okay, I did do the heal TPA right there. I was worried I had messed that up a little. Alright, shield. Okay. We do ideally want to take like all the turns to kill this. Wow, that did way more damage than last time. That's interesting. Oh, you know what's kind of bad about the Vermouth thing is that when I actually need to use it right away, and then we won't have our bigger shield when our HP is lowered. Kinda have to do it anyway though, huh? Yeah. This experiment might not be so great. We'll see, but might be some issues with. There we go, there's a heart L. Probably a very important heart L. If I'm gonna be honest. Probably a pretty important one. Okay, alright, we're healing that enough. I don't know if I can heart L this one though. Well, if I go like this, I can. I don't get a heal TPA out of it, which is... Yeah, okay. I needed a heal TPA. Mistakes were made. So, I think we could have lived that. I think I probably could have just done heal TPAs, not try to go for a heal L, and we would live there. But I'm gonna run it again. We have a lot of stamina still. I still have a full refresh and everything. I'm gonna run it back. What I might do this time, though, is not do the Princess Punt right away when it's about to need to loop again, because it's like right before that floor that does the Awaken Unbind. I think it makes sense to try to do that. If you don't understand, then you'll see. You'll see as it happens. It's probably easier to understand as it happens than rather than trying to figure it out. Okay, so don't use Rosetta because we got the Loki damage. Music. Continue. And then here we took a free hit so that I could transform the other Rosetta. Free hit in terms of not doing damage caps, so that we're basically doing no damage. This. Although, maybe we do need that shield then. That's actually interesting to think about. Because we're gonna be on the smaller board here. No, maybe it's fine. I took 2 hits to kill this last. I'd rather do the test here of not using the shield here and see if we can live. Just because it's at the beginning of the dungeon anyway, so let's try it type of thing. Gee. Alright. No, we're not gonna do damage that turn. Right, the countdown begins. With that in mind, I should have just gone for the attack, but if anything, it's better to waste 1 extra turn here as well. So that the 7x6 is not around longer. So this was assuming if we don't die on an incoming hit here. Then now we can vermouth into our proper shield loop, which will be safer. Then I don't have to feel the need to. Wow. Okay. Well, the hell is that? I mean, we're gonna heal the top, but it is just strange, you know? There's a lot of stuff there. But okay. Honestly, for the better, probably to waste a couple turns here if possible, just because you're gonna want the vermouth up as much as possible. Is there a way to make this work? I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe there is a way to do 3 matches there, but should still live here. Now we got the big board. Now we're feeling better. Now we're feeling a bit better about our heal TPA as well. A lot of minus orbs, but there are some pluses too. Okay. Shield. Hunt shield. That's fine. Okay. That way we get the Cascade on the right side, dark, but we also get L of both dark and heal. Vermouth is gonna be 1 turn away from being up. Okay. You're not, what's his name? You have 1 turn here of damage absorbed, but fortunately Princess Punt is not an always able to keep up that damage absorbed, so we do have to live with that for a edge. The same board basically as last time. But awkwardly we will be hitting it back above the halfway point here, because I have to, so the princess is back up. Which has me concerned to some degree. Well, wait a second. No, there's no way to get... I'm gonna say, if there was a way to get 3 dark matches here with the less damage, maybe we could actually do damage to them. But, there's not enough dark orbs for that anyway. I mean, I could heal without changing the board to try to not do as much damage anyway. It's an option. Definitely an option. I don't know if it's a good option thing. Don't know if it's a good option. He doesn't execute, so safer to reset and full heal. Okay. I was leaning towards it just because I didn't like the positioning of the hearts. Because I would have wanted to do a heart L as well as ideally a TPA. But it is awkward that it kind of just does that, but okay. That's okay. That charge by 10 could be a problem. That is becoming more apparent. For sure. We should be healing fine here, so I'm not worried about that. Well, it's kind of a thing where, like, I can't really dump it regardless. I guess I could dump it if it's the very next floor, but I can't, like, preemptively dump it because... I can preemptively dump it if I know the exact floor, but if I don't, then I kind of have to keep it because of the invade could happen at any time, you know what I mean? It's the next floor. Oh, well. Okay, then. I guess that's good timing. Oh, I didn't even remember that she, Oh, well. Too late. The damage is done. He'll TPA that one because I did a lot of minus moves. Let's see. Hey, it was that one. It was that one. Alright. I don't think there's a particular Princess Punt that it matters to use versus the other. Yeah, it's kind of like if we get the Pono, then we're screwed. If we get this thing, maybe we weren't screwed if we got the if we got this but not, or sorry, if we got Pono but not this. I don't know. Definitely L because we're not sure what's going on, but we got the bigger 45%er shield. There is that. Connection between the three beauties. I think I saw that was a 19 to start. Right? I think it was a 19. Does it do... I'm assuming it does that attack no matter what. Like, I'm assuming me bringing it to the halfway point doesn't change what that attack is. Because it does like that charge up attack thing before it. So I mean, we can change some of these things to plus HPs and then hope that the THPs get there. You can get definitely at least 2. And if we want to do any more than that, then we're taking away SDRs. What is... I don't know what the math would be between, like, 2 team HPs versus boosted all-around stats SA. I gotta imagine the team HP percentage is more effective. But, you know, some world where equip changed to be a Void Piercer to then let us then make this be the plus stats thing, but I gotta imagine the team HPs are more effective. A pretty big hit with a 45% shield. Pretty big hit. Yeah, well, I was looking to change these anyway. It was just more of, if we could do it without putting it on, then I might, just in case there might be other dungeons where I would rather have the 4 SDRs on it type of thing, but... The problem is, I don't think the 2 team HP things is gonna get me 9k more HP or whatever I need. 7k, 8k-ish. Probably 8k to be safer. Those are the 2 free spots, really. And then otherwise, it's taking away SDRs. I feel like taking away all 4 would be a little crazy. But I guess it's technically possible. And that's us with even going with the triple team HP thing here as well. This needing to be the charge is kind of rough, because we can't delay the start. If we could delay the start, that changes things a bit. Then yeah, we would definitely get bonus stats on one of these punts, and then have one of them be the BDP equip. We're already using the big HP badge, right? Yes. Obviously, if we could get more of the super pluses, that would help too, but... Don't think the other box equip has more team HPs than that one, what I recall. It has none, so it wouldn't add any HP. There's not an obvious change to me. decides if we're going all SDRs or I'm getting more of the limit break pluses, or what was on Maris again? Maris already has that in 14, so Vermont's actually more, isn't it? With her plus thing, she's actually more HP. And the triple team HP. And it, they both have hard hell. Okay, so that part doesn't change, but... Dark ping on one of the punts for more HP. Yeah. I guess if you were doing that, you would need it to be kind of interesting because, like, you would want to keep this probably because it's 2 team HPs. Well, I guess. I think you would. The one that you have the sub attribute on, I would think you would want to be the one that also has the extra extra tendency on it versus this, which is just OEs. Granted, there are a lot of minus orbs, but like in a world, if we did this, we would then be looking for this, but then it would need charge 3 on it, which is not many. Actually, would it need 3? I don't remember if it would need 3 or not, but it would need some amount. This is 18 turns and it has +2 on it already. Doesn't this just barely come up on time? Or maybe it's like 1 extra or something? See that? Yeah. This. This. And it's 2 turns, so it's exactly able to be up. So that seems not probably that easy to change. Or at least, well, maybe like, oh, you know, hold on. Maybe if I did maybe if I did 2 team HPs, then it's probably more doable. But let's see here. Let me just check the counts here. I should have checked how far away for the other thing too. Check HP stats when fully transformed. Yeah, but then you have to manually math the barrel stats too. Which I mean, unless you're gonna do that for me, I'm not gonna figure that out. I don't think. I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure that out myself. I mean, I could certainly do the Docky Belt. Yeah, but I'm saying even when you're fully transformed, that's not going to be what your true HP stats are when we get to that part that we just died. Or you're saying do like the 15 turns or 10 turns or whatever that's needed? Kind of a lot of effort. What I do actually want to check though is So this only, okay, so it doesn't have to be a charge by 3. That's good to know. It can be a charge by 2. It doesn't have to be a charge by 3. Charge by 3 is nice, actually, though, for this to be able to be up, but actually, yeah, charge by 3 is kind of nice. Just all the Rosettas up. I think there's a way for me to not kill everything here, even if I do a singular blob. Yeah, because it's regular endless, so it's very short. So 15, 150, 215. Felt like it was less than that. Am I crazy? Maybe it was that. But... $52.15, huh? This is what you wanted. So if I wanted to charge by 3, get 2 more team HPs for sure, but 2 team HPs even gonna make? Oh, I guess this is. We did, okay, you know what, we do have more HP than last time, because I did add those 2 other, HP pluses. Wait, one of these Rosettas has a regular HP plus. Oh, wait, the Rosettas can't have that, can they? Is that what it is? They can't have the HP plus because they transform. Right, okay. So I'm not crazy. For a second, I thought I had been making my life way harder than it needed to be, and then I was like, well, wait. No, that's correct. I'm not that stupid. Yeah, so the Zenchoga just can't really come up on time. I could do the Daki, though. I could do Daki, but then it might be a little awkward for that third Rosetta getting up in a timely manner, but it is an option. And then I did 2, and put in Arj by 3. You don't actually charge by 3. You do. You don't. Pretty good, but you. This could be an option as a charge by 2 option for sure. It's definitely a low enough cooldown. This one actually might be short. Or rather, short by mean not having enough skill boost. The slime was charged by 3, but it was like 16 turns. I think that would also be short. If I just put it to charge by 2. A few more, but probably still this would be the best one. Doing that, or Daki. Actually not that bad either. The taped still in, but probably Daki would be better there. Oh, this is 18 turns. Oh, okay, well wait, then maybe you would be able to do This one might be actually be one short though. And a +2. Probably be one short. You could definitely do this one though. Could definitely do this one. So yeah, it'd either be this or Daki. Eki. If I was doing that, probably just do Daki for more HP. So you do miss 2 skill boost. That would maybe matter. I guess we can just try. It's already 8:30, so I'm kind of willing to throw some stamina at stupid attempts here. Actually, perhaps we look for... Is it really worth looking for a similar... I don't know if there's going to be that many Rosettas that have like basically this equipped but have 1 extra HP on it. Let's just try it like this first. If I need that 1 extra latent, we can ask Vicious for it, but... my guess is that that's not the case. That's just barely gonna be it. These both come up at the same time. For a reason I want to do one over the other, not really. The quote-unquote problem would be this, though, not being ready a little bit there. Little donut in the bottom right. Wow, that did not heal very much. Oh, but I auto-healed those. Well, anyway. Kind of... Is it kind of good that I stalled here? I think it's kind of good that I stalled here. I have auto-heal to max again. Anyway. Yeah, I think that's actually actively good. The Daki skill makes it max HP anyway. Assuming they don't do an execute, I guess, but... Now we have this. And we're hoping again that we just live. Basically, I think. I mean, I kind of deserve to die, I feel like. Yeah. I kind of deserve to die there. Okay, I think I could have rosetted that turn, maybe. Well, no, that was the turn I transformed this, so you can't really do both, but you probably just have to take the risk at that point of doing both. Or, I think the next floor also is not delayable, because it's the, Skahath or whatever her name is. But if we get her to the half, we're kind of stalling anyway. So then doing it then would, yeah, maybe that works. Let's try it again. That first turn not killing was kind of surprising, though. I guess that's the big difference in the missing out on one sub attribute, huh? Plus some other damage, I'm sure, but. She resists devil attacks. Yeah, but I one-shotted the last 2 times when I was going with the team that had the dark sub attribute and stuff. I don't know. I mean, I get that my team's full devil. I'm just saying I was. Oh shit! Was I supposed to do that? I think I was supposed to. I actually don't know if that's what I did. I got distracted. Did I fuck up? I think I might have fucked up. I think I got distracted and screwed it up a little bit there. Yeah, I think I did. I think because I had dark orbs and I could have stalled and I didn't. That's what happened last time, right? Yeah, that must have been what happened. This is up next turn. But I do need to do like a singular turn, I think. One, yeah. I might as well just transform this. But just not do a block. Well, I guess the fact that I didn't do damage cap is part of what made this do damage to them last time. But we didn't hit him to like the dying spot, so it's fine. Field. This. Forgot for a moment there I forgot what I needed to be doing. Well, the team's definitely gonna have a lot more HP than last time, that's for damn sure. We're definitely gonna be above the 1900, I gotta imagine. Seven turns of minus orb is pretty obnoxious. My team will be doing less damage, so I might not one-shot it from the half with the small board. Do I risk that? Is the question. Because we would like to stall probably a couple turns if possible. At least stall the first turn, for sure. Definitely stall the first turn, for sure. Now she starts counting. We don't bother doing the shield because we want to do it on incoming so that we can do the awaken bind plus that. I remembered that. I remembered that. So we don't kill because we don't have that going. All right. We do need to make sure we get enough orbs, which is not what happened this time. So we do need a little bit of luck to make that work. Also no Skyfall. Alright, Rosetta. Will you give me a board that will work? That has enough darks. That has enough darks. Not much, but it is enough. Also kind of better board size-wise that I went to the last turn. Now we Vermouth, then we punt, shield. Boom. That gives us so much HP. That is wild. Okay. That is wild to see. L shield just for safety, because that's kind of the habit that I've been in now. I'm doing Mercury. Okay. We also have the bonus Princess Punt up, so that if we did get the Hano to show up, that we would be okay. It makes me feel so free. We don't need to heal that much anyway, so I didn't bother with the heal TPA. The L is more important there. Makes me feel so free. You have to waste the first turn, but that's okay. Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up the day? Think about... Wrong part of the song, my bad, yo. My bad. Reach out for the sunshine. Forget about... That also does technically get the heal TPA plus the L. Optimal. The light L. Whoa. Okay. Nothing for me to do. It's gone. It makes me feel brand new. That does do the heal L. Don't you the sunshine? You I know. Reach out. Alright, Vermouth about to be up like that. Gonna move. Heal 2PA here, so be fine. Alright, base that. We're already at 20k. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Okay. Okay. Heal TPA because I did a lot of damage to myself. Alright, so we should live this based on what we've seen previous. There it is. I am a little worried about the Vermouth, but we do also have the other Princess Punt up, so that part is good. Problem is, I don't know if there is supposed to be like some sort of upcoming you know, Awaken Bind. That would be potentially spooky. Oh, they're VDP. Well, that's okay. They're not enraged anymore. We should be okay. Yeah. There's an Awaken Bind the literal next floor. Alright, well then I better kill this turn. Then I better kill this freaking turn. Alright then, good to know. A little scary. We got that? We got that? Okay. Awaken Bind. Bind me. Oh. Well. I guess that's still fine. Hunt is up. Oh, and it voids the things anyway. Okay. Alright, so shield. And this. Yeah, this is fine. I just have to do one L. That's all it takes. Alright. Song has to change. Boom. Okay, so... Not the prettiest comboing, but not quite full HP, by the way. Although we lived their attack. Well, I guess we didn't live their attack, but whatever. Anyway, we're good. Okay. Alright, so what do you do when you get to 20%? That is the question. What do you do? Okay. Okay. I can live with that. Wait. Princess Punts aren't ready yet? Oh, because I had to use one for Pano. Alright, that's a little scary, yeah. I will then probably have to Vermouth next turn. The only other option besides going to the boss would be to delay a turn here. Just do a 2 dark match, heal up L. And then kill next turn. I don't know what he does now. I guess what we do is, yeah, we attempt to stall for safety. And along with that, so like this. 2 dark matches, an L, a heart TPA. Almost full with the L. They change attribute, they do the same attack. Okay, perfect. Or not the same attack, but something similar. Perfect. So now, assuming that the boss doesn't have some crazy, Assuming that the boss doesn't have a crazy preemptive attack, then we could be okay. Alright, he had a preemptive attack, but it wasn't crazy enough. But that was scary. That did scare me. That did scare me. Now, the awkward thing with you is that we don't have always dark attributes, or, you know, attribute absorption stuff going on. I want the heart TPA. It's a little bit safer that way, rather than going maximum combinations. Okay, got it to the half. Oh, okay, well, alright, this might be a while then. Ooh. Well, I gotta do double L's here. I gotta do 2 L's. 2 L's. And I want one down here. I did not do an L shield, but I'm hoping that's okay. Problem is, he's gonna absorb damage. Well, I guess we do have the other punt up now, because I stalled that one turn. If I use it though, he's at half though. Well, it's an interesting. Well, our damage is nerfed though. All right, either way, I'm Rosetting. So I either Princess Punt and attempt to kill, or I just take this turn and will heal him when I hit him. But is this a thing where he's gonna like loop making his shields now again? How much of a damage nerf is that's a pretty significant damage reduction. Yeah, and the danger here is that using punt means that I wouldn't have the shield back up again. Okay. Who knows, maybe this is the wrong move. Seems okay. What I'm worried about is that he's gonna do the shield thing, like bring his shields back up if I bring him to half or something, and then kill on turn 5 or whatever. That's my ultimate concern at the moment of what might happen. Really wanted to do a heal TPA, but I could not have enough time to do so. So I'm worried I might not heal enough here. Okay, no, never mind, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just kind of have to do it like this. Yes. See. Let's see. Worried it's gonna be just shy. Yep. I had a feeling. Okay, well, he does give us a free turn here to potentially kill. We need to go Rosetta board for it, though. That's enough Dark Orbs. That's enough Dark Orbs to make it work. Alright, GG. A little bit of a strange ending, but GG. Nice. Good stuff. That was definitely a team effort. Bit on that one for sure, because I kinda leaned on you guys a couple times there. So this was September's Battle, EX Rush, newfound respect for Vermouth. Yeah, it did work. It's kind of funny because like the things we brought her in for didn't really come to pass. Like, we never needed to do her shield thing on Ano or whatever. And so Maris would have just been just as fine there. I guess she adds slightly HP because of whatever. Like, she had slightly higher HP, but sure we could have moved things around too in similar ways. Hold on. Okay. ×2. Yeah, the Pano RNG is definitely... It was kind of funny that it was like the, oh, we'll need it next, we'll need I mean, I did play to it fine, where like, oh, you'll actually need Vermouth's Awakened by next turn for the next spawn. And I was like, oh shit, okay, I gotta kill, and I did. And then it ended up being Pano anyway, so I was like, oh, well, I guess we didn't need it, but... So I guess it's early enough in the month that like I should screenshot this, so if anyone else wants to use it, I guess so. And then share it onto that Discord, under the Puzzle and Dragons Discord, to be like a helpful community member. Look at me go. So where are you gonna put it in here? Yeah, I'll toss this thing in. I'll toss this thing in. Monthly quest. This is what I'm writing. Didn't actually need to be Vermouth because RNG was kind in regards to Pano, but that is why I used her in case Pano... Is it Pano or is it Polo? Pano. In case Pano invaded at bad time of Princess Punch shield boost. So yeah, me just popping in with the weirdest looking team, the weirdest looking team that no one else is running double. Like I'm scrolling through the teams here. There's some very standard Rosetta, Phyllis, Muscari, Fiori teams, seeing that kind of thing, and then me with the double Princess Punt and Vermouth of all things. Okay, you know what? I do see one that is Princess Punt solo. Phyllis Muscari, so that's a little trickier probably to pull off, but there you go. Alright, let me bring it back up. Bring it back up. So big thanks to Hex in there. Basically saving me from having to bang my head against the wall in terms of like doing dumb things, not knowing what happens next type of deal. Dang, a bad mountain biking accident. That's scary. Because that could be so many different things. That could be like broken leg, broken hip, broken back, concussion. There's so many things that could go wrong. Oh, we ran it all right. You just missed it. You just missed the ending. I just did it. I just finished. So the main reason for the Vermouth was in case of Pano RNG would allow us to have a shield up still. Because Pano Invade gets rid of the shields, it gets rid of all your status things. Holy shit, 40. Oh, he was riding solo, so no one knew where he was. No one was like there to immediately help. That's crazy. Wow. That's gonna be expensive. I know that's like a very American response, but I'm American. Bro. So are you, so... you know. Not great. They tracked his phone. Did he tell? So it's, like, someone probably at least knew that he was riding, so they knew to be like, well, he's not back yet. What's going on? Still, though, that's pretty spooky. Spooky. So I'll do the last of the stam here on the gorilla that's about to start in a minute. I was gonna end stream because we're pretty tapped out here, but I was going to burn the stamina on this gorilla anyway, so we can do it and chat a little more. You don't know what wife told me on. That's pretty brutal. Collapsed lung. You know, I don't like. I know what that means in terms of like what it's saying. But in terms of like, I guess I know what it means in terms of it's very bad. But in the sense of how that happens, like, is that like a you have to land on you get hit in the chest, or like do you need to get impaled? Like, I don't know if you need to. It might just be able to be a big enough hit. As opposed to an actual, like, kind of puncture thing. That's scary. That's scary. Where's this gorilla? Oh, that's 10 o'clock, not 9 o'clock. Alright, my bad. 17 is 9 o'clock. Until we have our time zones changed in 2 months from now, or a month and a half-ish from now. So, okay, whatever. So we're done then. We are done. I lied. Well, I didn't lie, I was just wrong. There is a difference. A worker for 17 years. So, like, he fell 40 feet, so, he must have fallen off the path or whatever, I'm assuming, and not some, like, he's not like Travis Pastrana's not really a BMX guy, but some making a reference of like he wasn't doing some crazy X Games jump and fell. He fell off the path probably, and then, you know, off down the mountain or hill or whatever, which is a lot still. I don't think there's anything else I got to do for these. Okay, so I guess you were saying someone Vicious was earlier was saying we're getting an island or something that's happening tomorrow. But I guess I can farm some of this if I feel like it when I'm like having some time, some minutes randomly to do some runs of that. Heavy stuff, he's not an extreme bike. But he was mountain biking, which is like, compared to regular biking, still a level of extreme. But yeah, not like doing jumps and tricks. Just like downhill mountain biking, which is still dangerous and like, well, it can be, depends on, obviously. There's levels, of course. Okay. I think we're good then. We're good here. Because that gorilla is at 10 o'clock, not 9 o'clock. So I was mistaken. I was a bit It's fine. Am I gonna do scramble? Scrandle, you mean? Yeah, we can do that to end. We can do a scrandle to lighten our ending here. Why not? Let's scramble it up. We got the Rib Man, 1 rib meat roll with hot sauce, or the Smash Burger. Neither of them say that they come with beer, and both of them kind of have beers with them. We can kind of negate that factor, I would say. We can negate that factor a little bit. Assume they both kind of have that. Yeah, I mean, this looks like a lot of... They both look alright. I don't know. I'll choose that one. Oh, this is a voting one. This isn't a actual... Okay, we don't even need... Even though this is $21, I don't care. I'm not buying that. You want to share your video at the end? It's pretty good. Okay, okay. Waffle on a stick versus loaded fries. Waffle on a stick versus loaded fries. Waffle on a stick versus probably loaded fries here. Yeah. I was thinking about it. Great song, by the way. Fish and chips versus pies, chips, and gravy. I don't know. They do like their gravy and pie, but I'm gonna go with the fish. Okay. Whew. Salt beef fries versus chicken, pork, and whatevers. The fries look good in both, to be honest with you. I think something about the right side, like the way it's portable and everything, is appealing to me. Okay, nice. Katsudon, which is pork cutlet with rice and curry sauce, versus the chili dog with chips stuck in it. The one on the right is for a real stadium fan, for sure. The left is more like real food, normal food, and right is like stadium food. Yeah, I'm not surprised, but I kind of wanted the chili dog to win. All right, these are both terrible. I'm gonna go with the burger. Wow. Okay then, that's a shocker. Pizza donut versus pile of garbage. All right, so this is both bad. My heart said the chili dog just because it's you never see that one, but it was more likely katsu. But the last one I just got wrong. This one, both of these seem pretty gross. I guess I'm choosing the right one. Okay. I'm choosing the pizza. It's an awful pizza, but I'm not eating pig skin and salsa. Apparently a lot of other people are. Is pig skin I've like never heard of people eating pig skin. That was the nastiest pizza until this one. You should go back to the VOD on Friday because they did a theme on Fridays. They usually do like a weird theme, and it was all pizzas, and they were all terrible. They were all nasty. Anyway, I'm going with the bacon cheesy whatevers. Yeah, it's a hidden hot dog. Donuts with little mini marshmallows and chocolate and whipped cream. Oh, Nutella, sorry. Versus a Mega Bop. Sausage, bacon, hash brown, cheese brown, sauce. Usually, meat wins over desserts. It's a pretty good looking set of dessert, but yeah, okay. Scrandle. Scrandle it is. Okay, this one, I'm gonna count as right because this was a heart for my own heart. This one I definitely just got wrong. I just assumed like it's a piece of bread with some bullshit. And then this one, I can't justify the pig skin and salsa. Okay, and then this one. Tom versus Suya. I'm only clicking this to see what it is, but I'm pretty sure I'm just voting for the skewered meat because I feel like people usually do that. Taro root mixed with casserole, citrus juice, orange lime, marinated chicken, spice. I mean, this probably sounds kind of interesting. And then this is beef and stuff. Yeah, it's this one. It's that one. Ham and egg bun versus... I mean, my instinct is to just choose grease off rip, but cook ham and slice and scrambled eggs. Yeah, I mean, this is... I don't even care what's in here. I'm choosing Greek. I'm going with the Greek. Geok versus Beppu Rainman. Rainman. This has got some weird shit in it, or no? Buckwheat, wheat flours, broth, tangy, cold beef, chicken stuff. Alright, no crazy octopus things. Dish involves skewering marinated slices of meat, vegetable, occasionally seafood, skewers, grilled, fry pan. The marinating... Okay, this one's kind of close. The left is like more simple, more common man, perhaps? Maybe? I don't even know if that's a true statement. This one looks more refined. Korea versus Japan. Okay, I mean, it was a close one. I don't know. What do you want me to do? I'm not choosing the fish thing. I'm not even reading it. I'm not choosing the weird fish thing. Ramen would be more mainstream. True. What are we... We just gotta read what this is. Soak dried seaweed until it's softened, then drain and cut into pieces. Sauteed sliced beef with garlic and sesame oil. Add the softened seaweed, pour on water, bring to a boil, simmer, soy... Oh, so soy sauce stuff. Traditional hearty porridge made from scorched spelt flour, given a distinct nutty flavor. This one just looks more appealing. Yeah, okay. Meat stuff versus meat stuff. This is stingray, so I'm gonna go with the chicken. I'm gonna go with the chicken. Caldera. Cauldron. Large part over low heat for many long hours. Traditional soup characterized by a dark color. Goose or pig's blood. Yep, we're going with this one. Sometimes you just got, that's why sometimes you just like check the ingredients real quick. Meat, pork, beef, sometimes pig's tail. That's a minus points a little bit. Oh, people like India stuff. I'm inclined to go India here, just because India is popular. That does look pretty good. Oh, that's a close one. Oof. That's just India bias there. I think is taking that one. Feta cheese. That's crazy. It's just feta cheese. Versus dough mixed with dried meat and herbs, charred leaves, rich cream sauce, bacon bits. I mean, this sounds like something a lot of people would like, but like it is like, I don't know. It feels. I feel like I'm supposed to just vote for cheese. Yeah. I feel like people will just want to vote for that one. Oh, bulgogi. I've heard of that before. What's this though? Chickpea flour, chopped onions, yada yada paste. It's bulgogi. It's gonna be bulgogi. 9 out. That was almost a perfect, and that was a tough one for me. Dude, I wrecked people in this round with the curd rice. No one voting for the curd rice there. Holy moly. I really beat the odds on that one. In this one, I was kind of, I'm not sure. Honestly, you know what? If this said ramen, like A-M-E-N, I probably would have voted for that one. Oh yeah, you wanted to show the thing. Oh, this is gonna ruin my YouTube recommendations, isn't it?
part because of their concessions that perfectly encapsulate stadium classics, local cultural favorites, and some objectively next level.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to watch this whole thing, but that reel of stuff at the beginning there was quite a variety. I just kind of okay.
They're grilling up whole lobster tails, adding a bit of charred lemon, garlic.
I don't particularly. This style of thing that is happening on the screen is very it's an immediate turn off. The overreactions with the eyes and everything, the speed cuts all over the place. It all starts kind of looking the same. Having shit on your mouth and showing it to the camera. I don't know. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can do this, but I don't want to hear him. I don't want to hear him, and I don't really want to see him. Wow, that is crazy looking. That is crazy looking. What is that? Okay, that's kind of interesting. They let him in the back? California dog. Burger. Those are some big pieces of like onion or whatever. I think part of it is also because there's like the does it look better? What, look better than the scramble stuff? Of course it does. Scrambled food looks awful more than half the time, I feel like. So okay, there's a lot of reasons why I don't like that kind of food video person. Whether it's the overreactions, whether it's the crazy cuts, but a lot of it is also I don't know if you've heard about this. This is a thing. I'm not saying that guy does it, but it is a thing that, I don't know if you call them food influencers. I don't know what the fuck they are. People that show food online, whatever, in that kind of style. A lot of the times in those clips, you will see them eat take a bite of whatever the food is, and what happens in reality, not all of them, some of them, it is a known thing, I'm not making this up, a lot of them will take the bite for the camera, cut the clip, the recording of the bite, yummy, is gone, they spit it out. Not because they didn't like it, but because they need to take bites of 20 other things. And then throw away the rest of the food. So I don't know, I just can't, knowing that happens, that's definitely an element of me being like, I don't want to fuck with that. But if I did it like how I did, where I scrolled through it and not had him playing, then that is kind of cool. It looked good. I don't know, but I'm not like surprised. I would assume most American stadiums that, you know, cost a lot of money would have some decent food in there somewhere. Granted, I haven't been to like a fancy stadium in quite a while. I would say those probably looked better than average, but maybe stadium food in general is upgraded. Yeah, no, I know, I'm not saying you care. I'm saying, like, I don't know. Something about like food influencer people is weird to me. In the way that they do it, where it's like, it almost feels like it's not about actually the food in a weird way, even though it's like about showing the food, but not about the food, if that makes sense. It's like about what the food looks like rather than what the food tastes like, in a way. Anyway, whatever, I'm rambling. I'm out of here. We'll be doing Wartime Wednesday. Maybe I might try to get a spooky game for the first half, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna be busy, pretty busy these next 2 weeks, preparing for some stuff. So we'll see, but make sure to moisturize and sunscreen. Make sure to floss your teeth. And yeah, I would expect those fancy foods that look good at a stadium and not just like poopy stadium normal food would be like $15 to $20 each. So later, and thanks for the help again, everyone. Particularly Hexen, I guess. Good night, Hank. Good night, Hexen. Good night, Vicious. Good night, Stun Tongue Lurking. Good night, Dukester. Good night, anyone else that's lurking. And I will see you.